Here to swear in the next city administrator for the City and County of San Francisco, our Assessor Recorder, Carmen Chu. You know, I've known Carmen for many, many years, and I remember when I first became a member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, I watched her the year before I was sworn in and how she managed the budget process. She ran a tight ship. She kept things in working order. She maintained her integrity throughout the entire process when she served on the Board of Supervisors. And then when she was appointed assessor for San Francisco, I was heartbroken because I was looking forward to serving with her on the Board of Supervisors, but I was also very happy for the city that she would serve in this new capacity. This was an office that dealt with a number of challenges. And because of the work of Carmen Chu over the last few years, serving as the person who really brought that office up to speed and has generated significant revenue for the City and County of San Francisco. Revenue that we should be putting away in the bank, but we're spending at a rapid pace because of the challenges that we know our city faces, but Carmen brought home the bacon. She worked hard to make this office work for the people of San Francisco. And she's one of the most incredible public servants I know because she is smart, she's capable, she's disciplined, she's hardworking, and she will be an amazing city administrator. People sometimes ask, well, what does the city administrator do? The city administrator basically pretty much runs the city. Runs over 25 city departments, animal care control, Department of Public Works, the medical examiner's office. So many departments, so many responsibilities. A lot of the technical work that goes into addressing the challenges of this city requires somebody who understands this city through and through. It's a very challenging administrative role with a lot of dedicated people who work hard for the people of San Francisco every single day. She's a great manager, she's a great person, and she's the perfect fit to begin the process of moving this department forward and helping to maintain support and public trust in the work that we do here in San Francisco. So at this time, I am ready to swear in the next city administrator of the City and County of San Francisco, Carmen Chu. So will you please join me? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Carmen Chu,
I, Carmen Chu,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith and allegiance
that I bear true faith and allegiance
to the same,
that
I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter,
the duties from which I'm about to enter,
and during such time
and during such time
as I serve as City Administrator
City Administrator
for the City and County of San Francisco.
for the City and County of San Francisco.
Congratulations. Here's your city seal pin. And we're going to sign the paperwork right before you give your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, the new city administrator for the City and County of San Francisco, Carmen Chu.
Thank you very much, Mayor Breed, to my family who is here with me today. With oversight of over 25 core functions and citywide policies touching all governmental operations, I am honored by the Mayor and the Board of Supervisors for their trust and for their confidence as I assume the position of San Francisco City Administrator. Public service is a privilege, and with the public health and economic challenges we now face, there is no more important work. More than 13 years ago, I started down the path of elected office. Looking back, it was a big and sometimes uncomfortable adjustment for a behind-the-scenes nuts and bolts budget analyst. But every time I had to face a new challenge, whether it was my first board meeting, my first live interview, my first election, my first debate, I drew on what was inside. I'm a daughter of hardworking Chinese immigrants who didn't have very much when they first came here. They went to adult school every night to learn English so they could become citizens. They saved every penny they had to start a small family restaurant, and they almost never took a day off work. I am that kid who helped out at that family restaurant on every weekend, who did homework in between waiting on tables, who didn't have any glue for school projects and used mashed rice instead. I'm the wife of a San Francisco firefighter, a first responder, who would give the shirt off his back to help someone in need. And I am the mother of a 20-month-old. She's very feisty and she's very cranky sometimes, but even on the hardest days, I want the world for her, and I want the same for every kid to grow up safe, loved, and to be able to dream. I'm also a public servant, one who just wants to make things work better, who believes that when we do that, we have the opportunity to help more people, to deliver better services that saves lives, that create opportunities, and helps to strengthen our neighborhoods. I'm so excited to join the talented team at the City Administrator General Services Agency. You've played a central role in the COVID-19 response. You've helped to keep the light on for all the things that you do that are visible, but also that are not immediately visible, but just as important. I say thank you. I especially want to thank Ken Bukowski and Jennifer Johnston for their steady leadership. Finally, I want to thank the community, the voters of San Francisco, for your support through 5 elections. And to the team at the Assessor's Office, I'm so proud of what we've been able to accomplish together, and I can't wait to see what you'll continue to do. Now, Mayor, I am ready to roll up my sleeves and get to work in this new capacity. Thank you very much for your trust. Yeah. Picture?